Well, welcome back. Almost forgot to take the little thing off so you guys could see me. This is the book we're covering. Of course, you guys can't read it. It's called Exploring the Pagan Path, Wisdom from the Elders. Each chapter is written by a different person. I had been posting about them on my Facebook group, just writing out about each different chapter. And I realized that they're starting to get a little more intense and a little more involved. So I figured it'd be easier to talk about it than for me to try to figure out how to write them in proper sentence structure, because I'm that person. Well, chapter 3, which is the chapter that I'm currently on, is called Finding Your Path. It's by Graham Harvey. And he starts off with talking about an old joke about someone asking how to get to Dublin from a small village. And they go, well, if I was you, I wouldn't start here, you know. And it's an old joke. It's funny, at least to them. I don't understand what they mean by it, but that's because I'm not from Ireland. Not lucky me. But at any rate, pagans start from where they are. We really do. We start from where we are. And what we're trying to do is find a community that, works for us. And for what it is that we want to learn or try to learn. And that there's really no true authorities amongst us or guides. There are those that we do consider elders, which is what this book's about. It's written by people who've been practicing a long time, which is a good thing. But do they know it all? No. A lot of them will even say that they don't. They're still learning too. Just because they've been on the path longer doesn't mean that you might know something better than what they do. They might know something better than you do. It's just one of those things. Well, in paganism, you're going to find there is no quote-unquote right answers for anything, because it's all personal. I'm going to say that again. It's all personal. Your path is your path. It's not my path. It's not John's path. It's not Sue's path. It's not John Doe's path. It's your path. It is totally personal. Your walk with the powers that be. And the best place, of course, to start is always where you're at. It's like, where are you at? Where are you in your life? What is it that you're looking for? And then explore. Look. Find out what the festivals are. Find out what people celebrate as a pagan, because witches celebrate different things than other pagans do. Heathens celebrate different things than just regular pagans. Schematics, and I'm entirely certain I mispronounced that. If I did, I apologize. I've only seen it written out. I've never heard anyone say it, so I don't know. But everyone's got different festivals. I mean, even those that follow the Greek revival religions, they follow Zeus. They follow Aphrodite. Even they have religious days. So it's just a matter of exploring and learning what it is that you're trying to do. One of the things that paganism always seems to do is it tries to teach people respect. That is one thing we all have to learn, is how to respect each other, and including sacred things. Like, you shouldn't expect a Native American shaman to teach you anything, especially if you're not Native American. Because most of the time they're going to look at you and they're like, no. For whatever reason. Maybe their gods told them to tell you no. And just accept it and move on. And always look at your practices and make sure that you're not using something that you shouldn't use. You know, try to keep them as true to the path that you're trying to take as possible. And paganism is one of those religions that tends to evolve. You know, it changes, it adapts, it doesn't stagnate, which is not something that Christianity, Judaism, or Islam can say that it does. They're all stagnated, which is part of the reason why they're losing people in droves, where it's safe, that is, in droves, to paganism. Because paganism calls to people's souls, because it makes you reevaluate your life and like live in harmony with the world around you, the people around you, the world around you, the animals, the plants, you know, everything. Makes you kind of try to live in balance. He discusses, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the paths. You have to understand, these 5 aren't the only ones, because you could even break it down by God pantheon, and all of those are paths. And then it's converted, and we all realize this. He talks about Wicca, which was developed in the 20th century. Don't let anyone tell you that that is ancient. It was developed in the 20th century. There's Druidry, which is quite old. It is experiencing a resurgence, because the Celts, their priests were Druids, both male and female. They actually had a special name for them, but I don't speak Gaelic well enough to trust myself to pronounce that at all. So you're not going to get me to try to pronounce a word that I know I can't pronounce, because I can't pronounce anything right. It's a problem. Yes. He talks about heathenism, and heathenism actually has like one giant paragraph. It's probably the smallest out of all of them. But heathenism is a resurgence of the Norse gods. Odin, Thor, Loki, Baldur, Hela, or Hell, which is where the Christians get their word hell from, because they really didn't have a name for their place of torment until they bumped into the Norse. Frigga, Freya, Freyr, those are all Norse gods, and there's a lot of others too. Depends on what it is that you feel drawn to. There's also a goddess spirituality, and the goddess spirituality is sort of the girls revolting against the whole male patriarchy thing and saying, we're not worshiping any male gods, we're only worshiping the female ones because they're female and we're female, and it's a girl thing, which is pretty much what it is in a nutshell. There's also shamanry, and what you have to understand about shamanry, which is another one of those ones that only ends up with one paragraph, is that shamans existed in all of the different pagan religions in some form or another. Much like there are priests and priestesses in all of them. Although I would say they're all priests. This whole giving special suffixes to things that drives me up a wall. But it's just one of those things that's like, you're a priest. Yes, you're a woman, but you are a priest. It is okay to be a priest. Do not get... I'm going to try not to get started on that, because it's one of those things that irks me. But he also talks about activism, and how a lot of us who are pagan tend to be active in trying to save our planet, recycling, you know, writing our Congress people or whoever it is that, wherever, whatever part of the world we're in, whoever is in charge, writing them going, hey, solar energy, wind energy, we need countrywide recycling, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. We need to do that. We can't keep, no fracking. No, we can't be doing that stuff to our planet, because we're going to destroy things. So, and that's another thing that he talks about, is pagans don't try to convert people, which is something to think about. Pagans don't try to convert people. Most people who convert to paganism say that they felt like they were coming home. You know, like it felt like it was a part of themselves that was missing, that said, yo, I'm here. This is the path we need. This is the path that's going to bring us peace, going to bring us growth, going to bring us enlightenment. So, in closing, paganism is a path, and it's a multi-forked one, which you can choose to go in any direction and taste all the wares if you want to. The choice is yours. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a great day. And I'll see you next time.